Here I'm performing a pec deck, and this emphasizes chest movement in that adduction movement pattern. You can see I've adjusted the seat height such that I am sitting comfortably where my arms are at the position of where the handles are. You do not want the arms having to grab upwards or downwards at an angle. You want it to be in that horizontal plane where my arms are comfortably at. You can also see that the handles are positioned such that when I allow my arms to go all the way back, they allow me to stretch my chest musculature. Now, in performing this movement, it is simple, but it's not easy. It is simple in a sense, all I'm thinking about is bringing both palms together to the midline. However, it is not easy because there are a few things to consider when doing this movement. Number one, I want to keep my elbow at the same angle throughout the entire movement. If you want it to be a straight elbow, ensure that the elbow keeps that straight position throughout the entire movement and it does not move, because we do not want this to become an elbow dominant movement, but we want it to be a shoulder dominant movement because that is where the chest attaches to and works on. So my rule of thumb is that I want my elbow to be slightly flexed or bent, and I'm going to maintain that angle throughout. Number two, the seat height is important because we do not want our shoulders to have to reach up or down at an angle. We want it to be roughly at that 90-degree shoulder position so that when I reach out, I am already at where the bar or handles are. Number three, we want to make sure that the handles are well positioned by manipulating the pin at the top so that I can move the handles backwards or forwards to my preference. But we're going to make sure that it is at a position where if I allow my arms to go all the way back, there is still tension that is on my chest or clavicular musculature. And last but not least, you can see that when I'm doing this movement, I am breathing in while I allow the handles to move away from my chest, or as I allow my arms to move outwards. This is because as I allow my arms to move outwards, I'm allowing my chest to stretch. And because the chest originates from the ribs, as I breathe in, this results in further expansion and stretching of the chest musculature as I bring that arms or handles away from my midline and towards the machine. And so this creates increased effectiveness of this movement. And as I bring the handles towards the midline, I breathe out, because this results in my ribs to decrease in size, and this also coincides with the contraction of my chest. At the end of the day, this movement really emphasizes the adduction movement pattern of the chest, as the chest has a few rows for the shoulder or the upper arm, and this one really focuses on the adduction movement pattern for the shoulders.